we talk about self-respect. We talked about self-love. We talked about self-control.
Mm-hmm.
One of the audiobooks that I started listening to early on, within the last like year, was the 48 Laws of Power.
Mm-hmm.
You want to talk about having somebody how you control your own narrative,
Yeah.
how you get to know how people are trying to control you and take you off of your square.
Mm-hmm.
This might be like one of those like red pill cliches or whatever, but like you need to read the 48 Laws of Power.
That book scares people.
That
Man.
book scares people.
That book scares me. I love that fucking
I
book
love
though.
it too.
But it
The
scares the shit out of people when they read it. Sometimes some people are like, whoa. I just
man,
get halfway through and they're like, ah.
yeah, I used to take a drive in the morning, first thing in the morning.
Mm-hmm.
I would take a drive, go get breakfast or something, and then I would listen to 48 Laws of Power, one law a day. I would do one chapter, one law a day. The one that stuck out to me the most and the hardest was Law 34, which is basically if you want to be treated like a king, you need to act like a king.
Mm-hmm.
And it's not necessarily all of this royalty and glitz and glamour that people think it is. It's not an ego thing.
Yeah.
It's a self-control thing. It's a self-mastery thing.
Self-worth
Thing.
Mm-hmm.
So this is there was a quote that I can't remember who gave it, but it was like self-reverence, self-knowledge, self-control. These things alone is the path to self-mastery or the path to mastery. And I took that and I added two more to it because I was going through my own thing. This is around the time that we were doing one of our like partner drills. When it comes to, I'm gonna break down each one of these because it's 5 tenets. It's 5 tenets of self-mastery. Self-reverence. Self-reverence means self-praise. I am enough. I am worthy. I have respect for myself. You are like, you big up yourself because you understand that you have self-knowledge. That's the next part of it. The self-reverence is more like self-respect. That's the best way I think about it. You respect yourself because you have self-knowledge. I know what my best qualities are. I know what my worst qualities are. Yep. I know what makes me tick. I know what triggers I have, what pain points I have. We talked about this in earlier tenets in the Dokudo, especially not one that comes to mind is not depending on a partial feeling.
Yeah.
So you have all this knowledge of self. You kind of know what makes you tick. So now what do you do with that? Well, you have knowledge of self. So now you have self-control. You know what it's going to take for somebody else to take you off of your square. You now know what it takes for you to get excited and pumped about something, to go out there and make changes the way you want to, and how to maneuver away from the vices that may be causing you to drift. That you're not able to focus on certain things because you have self-doubt and worries and anxiety and depression and all this stuff. But now you know what those things actually are. You've kind of done the work for that. So that's self-control. And then the next one is self-love. Because you know how to praise yourself, you know how to you know who you are at that point. You know what makes you tick. You have done enough work to prove that you love yourself. And you love yourself by going through and saying, I am enough. I have everything that I need. I have all the resources at my disposal. You basically are setting those boundaries and say, I'm not going to let you call me the N-word. I'm not going to let you do these things because I love myself. I respect myself too much to let you harm me in any shape, form, or fashion.
You set a standard for yourself.
You set a standard for yourself. All of these 4 things lead to self-mastery. Self-mastery is that last bit because now you know yourself, you praise yourself, you love yourself, and you have discipline enough to know whatever goal I'm trying to go towards or whatever I'm trying to achieve, I now know all these things and it's all about me. I have all this for me, not for anybody else. Yeah, I have a family. Yeah, I have kids and all this other stuff, if that's what your situation is. But first and foremost, I love myself because I am in control of myself and I praise myself